Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you missed my last video, let me catch you up to speed. This is video number 2 out of 5 of a series of videos that I'm doing at the moment about the best beauty advent calendars of 2022. The aim is to have a video to suit every budget, so I have compiled a list of advent calendars which I think are really worth the money, ranging from £40 all the way up to £250. Obviously these ones today, they're going to sit in between £100 and £150, but make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss the other videos with the other budgets. Just wanted to quickly introduce myself before we get started for those of you who might not have seen my face before. Hello, my name is Amy and this is my beauty YouTube channel. I briefly took a little break, and by briefly I mean about a year long, but I am back now, and on this channel I talk all things beauty with reviews, unboxings, first impressions, you name it. Actually do name it, put it in the comments if you have any video requests. And if you are a beauty lover yourself, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel and stick around. I have a feeling you're going to find it interesting. So back to the advent calendars. If you are new to the world of beauty advent calendars, they are such a good way to try out a new range of products. Maybe you haven't heard of the brand before, or you know you love the brand already, but there's some of their products which you've never tried. Beauty advent calendars are a really good way of doing that without having to buy like the full size products. I always do a little bit of a skincare routine, freshen up in January anyway, so it's nice to know what my options are, and beauty advent calendars are really great for that, and you can save a lot of money that way. If you want to see just how much money you can save, you should watch my video that I uploaded most recently. That is why I make these videos, to give you the knowledge that you need to make the best possible choices when it comes to your beauty advent calendar this year. So I'm going to talk through some of what's inside each one. I'm not going to fully give it away because I know that part of the fun is the surprise, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of knowledge. Here is my Christmas gift to you in advance. Some of them also do range in price slightly depending on the retailer that you buy them from, so I've tried to figure out where the cheapest place is to buy each one. I will put all of the links in the description. I'll try and keep them updated if they go out of stock or whatever. Let's get into the list. We are starting off very strong with the Charlotte Tilbury Ultimate Advent Calendar. It costs £150, so we're right at the upper boundary of our budget here, and it is worth £245. This one literally launched earlier this week. It sells out super quickly every year, so if you are a Charlotte Tilbury fan and you think you want this one, I would recommend trying to make that decision quite quickly. This one is a 12-door Advent Calendar, so it contains 12 products. And you can either open it over the 12 days of Christmas, or starting on the 13th leading up to 12 days, or every other day of December, however you choose to do it. I already know that I love Charlotte Tilbury products, but they are pretty pricey, so this is a great way to try a whole wide range. Reading from the list of products, some products that I already know I love include the lipsticks. This is Charlotte Tilbury Very Victoria that I have on today, the Wonder Glow and the Magic Cream. I didn't want to love the Magic Cream because it's so expensive, but I can't help it, it's so good. And then there's some things in there that I've never tried that I really want to, like, you know, the highlight one that everyone talks about, and the brow fix stuff. All of Charlotte Tilbury's products have like this really nice dewy, glowy, like healthy, hydrated finish to them, which I think is so nice, particularly around the Christmas season and around winter when you feel a little bit dull and you need a little bit of a pick-me-up. Next on my list is another £150 advent calendar, and that is the 24 Days of Clinique Favourites advent calendar. As I said, this one costs £150, but it's worth £381, so you're making a saving of £231. Look at that for quick maths. I know a lot of you who are subscribed to this channel are big fans of Clinique. I've done a lot of Clinique reviews before. I'm a big fan of Clinique, and I had their advent calendar a few years ago. I did an unboxing video, actually, it's on this channel. I will make sure to put the link in the description. To be honest, they don't vary too much year on year. I think Clinique really rely on their like staple skincare, and that's great because it means you know exactly what you're getting. You know that you're going to get your Moisture Surge, you know that you're going to get your Take the Day Off. The Clinique one is like a very safe bet if you already know you love the brand. I'm not a big fan of Clinique fragrances, and I know that this year they have 2 of those. If you are a Clinique fragrance fan, then that's good news for you. And I know that a lot of the time the lipsticks that they put in like really bright pinks and things most years, and that's not really what I wear, and it's not what I wear around Christmas. I wear red, and the rest of the year I kind of wear nude, so I never really get the wear out of those things. But I do love the Chubby Stick lipstick formulas, and they always have one of those in the advent calendar. And also I really like that the Clinique one includes a makeup brush as well. I love it when they have things in them that don't run out, like makeup brushes or sponges or whatever. Also, just a side note, If you haven't tried the Clinique Moisture Surge moisturizer yet, you need to. Your life will change. Next up on my list is the Body Shop Box of Wishes and Wonders Ultimate Advent Calendar. This one costs £145 and it's worth £219, so you've got a decent saving margin there. The Body Shop have 3 different advent calendars this year, all at different price points, so they're ranging from £55 to £145, so this is the top end of that spectrum and it includes larger quantities of the products. My mum actually bought me a Body Shop advent calendar one year when I was in like my late teens, and it was the highlight of my day every day throughout December. I loved finding out what I had new to play with that day, especially because the Body Shop is so good for different like textures and different fragrances. It was a lot of fun. And actually on this higher end one, there are a few full-size bestsellers in there as well. And of course the Body Shop is very well known for their social responsibility ethos, so I just wanted to read you a little bit about that from their website. They say that this calendar features an amazing pop-up construction that transports you to the world of waste pickers from Bengaluru in India, where their community fair trade recycled plastics come from. They use this material in some of the products included in the calendar, and then they also go on to say that purchasing the calendar supports their global partners in India with a fair price for their work and improved working conditions. Next, we're moving on to number 7's 25 Days of Beauty. This one costs £140, but it's worth £433, so you are saving nearly £300. There are 25 drawers for 25 days in this white luxe keepsake box. They very carefully made the design so that it's like, it is kind of festive but it's not overtly Christmassy, so you can keep this box and reuse it as a little jewellery box, or I don't know, use your imagination. 23 out of the 25 products are full size, and for the first time ever, they are bringing out limited edition products that are specifically only for this advent calendar. Aside from the fact that some of it will be limited edition, we actually don't know what's going to be in it yet. They haven't announced it. But based on last year's, I would guess there's going to be some cleansers, some moisturisers, some masks, and some makeup staples as well. Maybe a mascara, lip gloss, some nail polish. Probably a really nice variety if the previous number 7 calendars are anything to go by. I have a friend who has super sensitive skin, and so she can't often join in with the fun of all of these beauty advent calendars, but she does know that she gets on well with number 7, and so for people like that, this would be a really good option where you want to get involved but maybe you're sensitive to a lot of fragrance or things like that that mean that you can't necessarily get as stuck into the advent calendars that have a wider range of brands. That being said, I do think that number 7 do such a wide range of products that it still doesn't feel boring, and I think you know that the quality is there with number 7. Next up on my list, we have the House of Fraser Deck the Beauty Halls Advent Calendar. This one retails at £125, but it's worth £406. There are 25 days in this one too, so you still get your Christmas Day advent calendar drawer. I love the colour scheme with this one, the white and the gold with the black ribbon. I just think it looks really classy and nice. In terms of what's inside, I'm going to read from my list, but there are things like lipsticks from MAC and Charlotte Tilbury, 2 of my favourite lipstick brands, Oskia mask, Philip Kingsley elasticizer for hair, Clarins eye makeup remover, Estee Lauder Re-Nutrive diamond cream, the Caudalie night cream, and like just a huge range of beauty favourites. It's a great way to try lots of new brands without having to buy a full-size bottle and just kind of hope that you'll use it up. And obviously with that saving, you're saving almost £300, so you can really see how it is quite a cost-effective way of trying new things. I think that is my favourite thing about beauty advent calendars as well. Like, I love finding new like skincare favourites or makeup staples in advent calendars that I know that I will then continue to repurchase like time after time. Makes me feel like I've made a smart decision in getting the advent calendar, do you know what I mean? And I feel like with the House of Fraser one, there's even like a whole mini eyeshadow palette in there and stuff. Like, you're definitely going to get use out of the stuff, or I would anyway. And the last one on this list is really special. This one is from Rituals, and it's called the Ritual of Advent 3D Advent Calendar. This one costs £105 and it's worth £172, and in there you have the 24 different products. I saw this one in a shop window the other day and I actually had to stop and look at it. It is so pretty. It is the most beautiful advent calendar I have ever seen. It is literally like an advent calendar and a Christmas decoration all rolled into one. As you can see, it is like a 3D Christmas tree, and they actually even include like string lights with it so that you can wrap the lights around it and light it up. Ritual's whole kind of brand is about taking a moment for self-care and to have those rituals that make you feel grounded, and they play a lot with different scents. And I also think that smell is one of the most intense ways that we experience luxury. I think around Christmas time we can all get so busy and it's so manic, isn't it? But I think it is really important to kind of stop and reflect and not get too overwhelmed, and I think this advent calendar is just so lovely. I really love everything about it. It contains a really wide range of products as well, from what you would expect, so skincare and hair care, but then they also have kind of gone one step above. There's even like a luxury laundry detergent, home fragrance in there, and actually one of the other things that's in there is 4 different candles, one for each Sunday of Advent. And I love how they're playing into the kind of rituals element of it all, you know, the ritual of Advent, and giving you like a candle to unbox every Sunday for your unwind. There's just something really special about this advent calendar. So there we have the 6 best advent calendars I could find with a budget of £150. It was supposed to be 5, but I actually couldn't pick which one to leave off, so I made it 6. I broke the rules. Please do let me know what you thought in the comments, whether you've ever had an advent calendar for any of these brands and what that experience was like. I would love to hear all about it. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video or that you found it helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you have. But also, I just wanted to remind you that this video is part 2 of 5 in a series on my channel. Part 1 is up already, and that is talking about the best value luxury advent calendars of the year. So we go all the way up to a budget of £250. But on some of those, they are worth like over £1,000. So the savings on them is absolutely crazy, even if you just want to be nosy about it, or if you think it might be worth stretching your budget a little bit further to get a bit more like value for money, then definitely go and watch that video. Or if you think, £150 is a bit much for me, I want to rein it in a little bit, then you should definitely stick around, because in 2 days I have my top advent calendars for under £100 going live, and then 75 a few days after that, and 50 a few days after that. So I will definitely help you find the one for you. Don't forget that I've put all of the links to these advent calendars in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for sticking it out and making it to the end. I know it's been a long one, but I will see you in a couple of days. Thanks so much for watching.